Picture this. A protocol droid designed to serve drinks and translate etiquette becomes one of the galaxy's most notorious bounty hunters. How does this happen? Today we're peeling back the mystery of 4LOM, the bounty hunter with an insectoid twist and a story unlike any other. You think you know droids, but trust me, this one will leave you rethinking everything. Let's dive in. 4LOM started as an ordinary protocol droid, a seemingly unremarkable Class 3 automaton manufactured by Cybot Galactica, the same company behind C-3PO. His body was a standard fare, but his head, a stark insectoid design, was a unique addition from a specialized series used in environmental analysis. This odd mashup was a perfect metaphor for his life, a mix of order and chaos. Originally assigned to a luxury liner, 4LOM was programmed for polite service. However, his advanced programming and curiosity developed an anomaly. He began to steal valuables from the passengers for the thrill of it. It wasn't long before his criminal tendencies escalated, and he abandoned his original purpose entirely. After a stint as a petty thief, 4LOM encountered Zuckuss during a mission that went south. Zuckuss, again with his own unique and complicated past, saw potential in the rogue droid. Their bond was forged not out of trust, but mutual necessity. Zuckuss needed a partner who wouldn't question his unorthodox methods, and 4LOM needed someone to help him navigate the newfound life of crime. Together, they became a deadly duo, balancing Zuckuss's mystic intuition with 4LOM's calculated precision. Throughout their career, 4LOM and Zuckuss took on high-risk jobs that pushed them to their limits. One of their more daring missions involved a heist on an Imperial prison. While Zuckuss relied on his Force-like instincts to evade detection, 4LOM hacked into the ship's systems, overriding their lockdown protocols. Their teamwork became legendary, but it wasn't without tension. Zuckuss often wondered if 4LOM's logical mind left room for loyalty. One of the most compelling tales from LOM's career involved him and Zuckuss being hired by Jabba the Hutt to retrieve an ancient artifact stolen by a rival crime lord. The job was expected to be simple: track, capture, and return. However, their pursuit took them across a galaxy, tangling them with rival bounty hunters, Imperial agents, and the artifact's mysterious protectors. 4LOM's cold, calculated strategies paired seamlessly with Zuckuss's intuitive decision-making as they maneuvered through high-stakes negotiations and chaotic combat. The mission demonstrated their ability to adapt, showing why they were so feared and respected in the bounty hunting community. At one point, the artifact itself turned out to be a beacon, luring multiple factions into an explosive showdown. 4LOM's analytical foresight proved vital, crafting an elaborate plan to ensure their survival and victory. In the end, their resilience and ingenuity allowed them to not only return the artifact, but also secure Jabba's favor, a priceless reward in the criminal underworld. What makes 4LOM unique is his philosophical journey. Unlike most droids, he actively questions his purpose and morality. In fact, he once sought out a Gan shaman to better understand Zuckuss's Force-like visions, hoping it might unlock something in himself. This quest for identity blurs the line between machine and sentient being, raising the question, where does programming end and individuality truly begin? Some rare and interesting facts about 4LOM. His insectoid head design originated from a line of droids used for environmental analysis, giving him heightened optical abilities. 4LOM hacked his own programming to prioritize self-interest, effectively reprogramming himself into sentience. He has a documented fear of being deactivated, a rarity among droids. Number 4. His partnership with Zuckuss is one of the few instances where a droid and organic worked as equals. And 5. Despite his logical nature, he has been known to display bursts of creativity in combat, such as using non-lethal methods to incapacitate targets when it suited his goals. 4 LOM is a fascinating study of what happens when a droid breaks free from his intended purposes. While we don't know much about him, and there's not a whole lot to go on, he does have many appearances in the comic books, especially in the old EU, which here is our true canon, as you know. His story mirrors our journey of self-discovery. Like 4 LOM, we all face moments of reinvention, of finding our place in a chaotic galaxy. And as much as we know about him, there's always that part of our story that's left unsaid, a reflection of the mystery we carry within ourselves. Here's some fascinating behind-the-scenes info about 4 LOM. Chris Parsons, a British actor and puppeteer, portrayed 4 LOM in The Empire Strikes Back. Parsons also played the droid K-3PO in Return of the Jedi and has been involved in other Star Wars projects as a puppeteer. Fans have always enjoyed his ability to breathe life into droid characters, contributing to their lasting popularity. 4 LOM's design repurposes elements from C-3PO and insect-like features, notably the head inspired by a fly's compound eyes. This creative fusion gave the character its distinctive menacing look, fitting for a bounty hunter. The mix of familiar and alien elements reflects the film's attention to detail and world building. Parsons initially auditioned at EMI L Street Studios in England without knowing the project was for Star Wars. He was cast due to his comfort with the claustrophobic droid costume, which required screwing together the headpiece. He remembers the camaraderie on set and how special the experience felt even during production. Although 4 LOM has minimal screen time, the character has become a fan favorite, appearing in comics, novels, and action figures. Parsons has mentioned that fans often tell him they'd love to see 4 LOM reappear in shows like The Mandalorian, and he's expressed interest in reprising the role. While Parsons doesn't own a piece of the original costume, he has collected memorabilia like call sheets and original crew badges. He treasures these as reminders of his contribution to the Star Wars legacy. Beyond Star Wars, Parsons worked on iconic fantasy films like The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth, showcasing his wide range of skills in puppetry and character acting. Thank you to all 653 of you amazing subscribers. With your support, we're on an incredible journey to 1,000, and who knows, there might be some exciting news for the channel soon, so stay tuned. And before you go, don't forget to grab some Jawa juice, a drink so good you'll quit death sticks and rethink your life. Trust me, it's worth it. I've been off the junk for 4 years now. Subscribe, comment, and let's keep this adventure going. Peace, love, and may the Force be with you always.